Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Right Side. It's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
And that means that
What's up, brother?
it's allegedly today.
Mm.
And I don't know about y'all, but there were some silly stories worth allegedly today.
Like they're funny?
Well, there are some funny, easily allegified stories.
Allegified.
That was good, wasn't it?
That is the word of the day.
And I'm just excited that it's Tuesday. It's just us chickens today. And we have the word of the day, allegedly in the 11 o'clock hour, Yama, the montage, and perhaps a discussion of this whole, a little bit longer discussion of this whole Hasan Piker idiot, dangerous idiot. And I mean what I said. I said what I said.
Keep going, abs. You know we're here for it. JP and I love this abs.
The dingle dip is standing there in front of people, seriously wearing a Mao style costume. He's cosplaying, and the children who are in college, who were never taught to think, just feel, are standing there and they're thinking, oh yes, Hasan Piker, you do reflect us. We do want to be like the democratic socialists who in Germany were the actual Nazis. We love them and we want you to give us more. And then Hasan Piker, dingle dip that he is, gets on his own podcast and then goes and says that Mao was one of the greatest men that ever lived. And our children are lapping it up like Gideon lapped up water in the Old Testament. It's unbelievable, except Gideon was the good guy, and this guy is the polar opposite, although some on the interwebs think he has been bought and paid for. I did save a clip if we want to use it today because I thought you guys would like it. It was from the Wall Street Journal, and this Darline girl who is talking about how the Democratic Socialists are saying, well, you know, it's never been tried the right way. And we're like, yeah, because the people who try it end up the dead way. So we're going to have a discussion about that today.
JP, I just sent you a clip and I want to play it. James Lindsay posted this yesterday, which ironically, should we go ahead and tell him what we're doing tomorrow?
Yes.
We are filming a full-length podcast with James Lindsay tomorrow. I am so excited. If you missed it, he just had an interview with John Stossel that is excellent. But y'all aren't going to, ours is going to be so much better.
I cannot.
It's going to be so much better.
Wait.
He's come on to do an interview on the show before, but this, I hope he has a chunk of time because we have so many questions. But he posted this, and I'm just laughing because you are making the Gen Zers sound so smart and like so understanding of the issues and why we support socialism. This is an interview on the streets about why these kids are supporting socialism.
Because they're so dumb.
I saw a statistic, amazing for you guys. More than half of young Americans now prefer socialism over capitalism. So if you can look into the camera and give a 30-second elevator pitch on why socialism is better than capitalism.
Community. Are you tired of sitting alone and being by yourself and having no one to talk to? Being a socialist is all about community. It's about literally sitting down and having coffee with a random stranger and talking to them, talking about the game. Hell, I have hugged more strangers in this past summer because of the Knicks game, because of the World Cup, because socialism works. It's the watch parties that Zoran hosted. It's about the parties that we allow. We don't have cops hogging every single site and saying, oh, you can't be here because there's too many people. Instead of allowing people just being in their nature, a natural element of talking to each other, to bond over things we love and share.
Bless his heart. Man being in his nature. Isn't that darling?
We love socialism because we get to hang out and we give hugs. And you know what? We hate capitalism, but we love the Knicks games. We love getting to hang out at the Knicks games.
We love that. Bless their ignorant hearts. They are loving and hugging community on the outside right now, but someday, when they dare go against their dear leaders, they will be hugging each other on the inside, behind camp walls, where they're all going to go if these things actually are fully enacted. Bless them. Bless them.
I'm a little jealous though.
Why?
I mean, don't you wish you were? I don't know if I mean this, but kind of that naive and clueless.
Gay and retarded.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say, but I didn't want to say it. So I'm glad you did. But there's something to be said for that, where you're just like that blissful. It's the socialist, the party of death is all about coffee and hugs.
After we, of course, just got an abortion, we're just going to go and we're going to do that. Or after we had men shove their genitalia in children's faces at Drag Queen Story Hour and say, this is good for the community. It's so sweet. Or you went to the cat cafe to pet cats because it calms you down and soothes your nerves.
Stop. I'm going to throw up.
Am I wrong?
JP, this is the reel of the day.
I hate my generation.
No,
It's
we
not
love
just
you. We love you, JP. We love our kids. Our kids, y'all are smart. You are going to be what changes that generation. But bless their hearts. It's our schools. And it's why you're going to play a clip later today of Randy Weingarten from the National Federation of Teachers. And you're going to know why that young man on the Man on the Street interview has no idea.
Wendy Weingarten.
Wendy.
Oh, that reminds me of Winsy Quam.
Oh, Winsy.
Do we have to retire the woo
Yes.
as the wet?
Winsy.
As
What's
the else?
what's his sister's name? Darline.
Okay.
Darwin Graham, but her poor husband, Larry.
Wowie.
I mean, y'all dropped her last name, Norden, in less than a week. Like, Larry has to be really offended.
Oh, that is not okay.
Her Senate X account says Senator, not Lindsey, Darline Graham. Larry got erased.
That's crazy.
Oh, that is no good. You know what else got erased by the diarrhea lettuce? Veggie Tales, all of them. Remember Veggie Tales?
No, that was my favorite.
Veggie Tales have been erased because of diarrhea lettuce. They got wiped out by the cyclospora.
Wait, what do you mean?
They got parasites.
Kidding, they got parasites.
Oh, wait, did they do a bit on that, or
Yeah.
you just? Can we find that? I need to.
It's a
are you
Babylon
thinking
bee.
of Larry the cucumber?
And I'm thinking of
Dude,
Larry the cucumber.
I had a Bob and Larry stuffed animal growing
My
up.
kids were obsessed.
That's hysterical.
I'll show you the Babylon bee that Emmy posted, and I was like,
That's really funny.
the funniest thing I've ever heard. So along with Darlene Graham's actual last name of whatever that was
Norden.
that got erased, the VeggieTales got erased, but by the cyclospora.
My main ones were Bob and Larry from VeggieTales, Elmo, and then Ernie and
Bert?
Ernie and Bert.
How did you forget?
I don't know, because
Bert
Ernie
with
was
the
my favorite.
eyebrows?
So were they gay?
Don't tell me that.
No, they were not. They were best friends.
They were homeboys.
They were home
They were home boys.
Did you think?
I think they're gay.
Well, they may be now
Allison!
in today's Allison.
That's your button.
No,
That was perfect.
Allison, did your children like
They're
the VeggieTales?
Gay. What?
Did you
what
like the
grown men
VeggieTales?
live together and like hold hands and sing and dance?
Yeah, but in our
La,
innocent
la,
brains,
la,
they were just
La
friends.
la la la. Elmo's world.
It's like my friend in kindergarten. Like, oh, they're just friends. Like, I'm friends with him.
Think about your darling children when they were in kindergarten, and they would hold hands with each other because they were innocent, and all they could do instead of saying "I love you" is just grab your hand.
Yeah,
Okay, I wouldn't
they
hold
weren't
hands.
Grown men.
I wouldn't hold hands with my homeboys in kindergarten.
Guys, I need you to tell me: did your kids like VeggieTales?
Yes, but not. Jennings was really into Max and Ruby. You remember Max and Ruby?
yes, yeah.
Yeah. Connor loved Thomas the Train and the Powell Angels.
Oh yeah.
Angels.
Will, that's who
The
Will
Powell
liked.
Angels.
My girls all loved VeggieTales and Elmo. in Bert and Ernie, just like you.
Yeah.
Bert and Ernie.
And the who was the guy in the trash can?
Oscar.
Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah.
Also, I loved Ka-Chow, Lightning McQueen.
Oh,
That was the
Will's
first.
favorite movie
Yep.
series. He'll still sit down and watch
Yep.
it today.
That was
Apparently,
the first movie I went to the theaters of, and I had a talking, big, controllable Lightning McQueen. And what's funny is my nephew is now obsessed with Lightning McQueen. So I think my mom gave him a bunch of my like old Lightning McQueen stuff.
Aw.
oh,
Yeah.
that's so sweet.
Lightning McQueen was.
You should make sure you get this back for your kids.
That's true. Also, I'm dying. I need caffeine. Can I do a taste test of this real quick?
Oh
Can I
my
drink
word!
this,
I don't
please?
know if we can
I'm
handle
gonna
you like
judge
that.
JP.
Look at this.
Yes.
Isn't this so sick?
I'll fix my hair while you do this.
It's the American Monster for $2.50.
Oh, I like it. 2 days in a row.
Ah,
Did it hit you
splattered
in the
on me.
eyeball? What does it taste like? I mean, what is the flavor?
Ooh.
Hope.
It tastes like a popsicle.
A bomb pop?
It tastes like a popsicle.
Ooh, those are so.
It looks
good.
like a bomb pop.
Ooh. You may
Is
have
it a new
to-
favorite?
This is pretty dang good. These are limited time though. The flavor is ultra red, white, and blue raz.
So raspberry-ish.
I didn't know that satanic cultists liked America.
Okay. You drink Monster though.
I know, but every time I look at, I shouldn't.
You
I
gifted
shouldn't.
me a twistable
Bobby
I
told
know.
it.
massive
She
Monster.
doesn't actually drink Monster. She was just being hyperbolic.
Okay,
And Walgreens pharmacy
Only on a
reminder,
really-
I'm not answering.
really bad day.
Look at this pro America.
I do love that.
Yeah, but they're gaslighting us.
It's got the Lincoln Memorial on one side. It's got Uncle Sam on the other, with the Iwo Jima raising of the flag, Statue of Liberty. It's cool.
They're trolling us, JP, while you drink your devil's water.
Devil's water. Devil's lettuce gets you the scupsy of the foo-foo like the rest of the lettuce. So.
And never mind.
Oh my word. I don't even
JP
know.
we should not go back. Okay, anyway.
Okay.
Hold on. There was something else I was going to say about your drink. Did you drink your giant one that I gave you?
Not yet. Still
Okay,
sitting in
good.
there.
Saving it for an emergency.
Saving it for a special occasion.
You know what I have in there is Lily gave me iced coffee,
Mm-hmm.
and it's in there.
What did Lily give me?
This was like weeks ago. You
That-
were out of town,
This was the
right?
no, this was when she came to the tailgate. She brought a bunch of goodies.
Oh. You
Yeah,
better
she
drink
did.
that fast.
She
or you're
gave you a
gonna have
Monster.
Scupsy of the foo-foo. She did bring us stuff that day.
Yeah, it was really nice of her. And she also bought us the little heifers behind us.
Yeah.
Did we ever talk about our heifers?
No,
You mentioned them on the runoff show.
Wait, where's your heifer?
in my closet.
You got to bring
No,
it tomorrow.
I have it, I think, still.
Did we put it in that bag, or
Wait,
did
did
I
I
take
bring
it
it?
and put it in the bag?
We brought
the
it-
clear bag.
We brought it in, or I put them in the bag.
Okay,
So
they're
now I
somewhere.
have to find the bag.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, the white heifer is here because
It
the
is.
white heifer is better than everybody. And the white heifer made it back to where she was supposed to be.
I know. She showed
Because
up.
she's responsible. And isn't it racist to be on time?
Yeah, and that's why mine is not here.
Yeah, but the half black one is the one that's 20 minutes
chocolate
earlier
one.
than you every day.
Yeah.
So your heifer's here on time.
Look,
but
I'm
Allison
just trying
doesn't.
My
not to
heifer's
be
here.
racist.
Hidden
I'm
because she doesn't want to show anybody up.
I just
trying to not be an oppressor, Abs.
Thank
So I'm
you
letting you
so
come in early.
much, Allison Sinclair. Every time you fix your hair, it's cute.
I have my hair.
Look, my clothes,
have
I'm
issues.
dirty today. I walked out of my house clean and now I'm dirty.
Okay.
So it's just where we are.
I'll
and-
just
you
just
know.
tell you real quick my reaction when Lily showed me the heifers and one was white, one was black. My first reaction was, "Oh my goodness, why did you get?" And I go, "Wait." I go, "Are you saying?" She goes, "No, blonde and brunette." I go, "Sure."
Uh-huh.
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 Okay. Thank you for the cafe au lait heifer. She'll make her appearance soon.
Caramel.
Caramel
Right.
heifer.
Caramel macchiato.
Yeah, but those ones make chocolate milk, so we need those.
You know, I really did believe that when I was a child, that black cows and brown cows made chocolate milk. That's my 5-year-old brain thought that.
It's cute.
It's so silly. And I thought that the white and black cows, the speckled ones, I think they're the daisy cows or the whatever they're called.
They're dairy cows.
The dairy cows
That's
made strawberry
Those
milk.
are the only ones you get milk from, honey.
I know. But when I was a child going to school and I was 5 and we'd pass the white and brown pretty ones.
You don't think that anymore.
Holstein. No.
Okay.
I didn't know what they were, but I was like, oh, see, okay, white, brown, and here's the strawberry milk. Things had not worked themselves out in my
I
brain.
love strawberry milk.
Okay. I don't like strawberry. I didn't.
Ugh, I don't really like milk anyway.
But you should try the protein milk that's at Target. Allison, it's good for you.
Is it thick and
No, it's tasty.
Okay, but what did you just put in your coffee?
milk? Half and half.
The thick.
Like I would never sit down with like a glass of milk.
Yeah,
Would you do a glass of milk and a cookie?
I might dip the cookie.
Yeah. Okay. Then it's okay. We can still be friends.
But Grandma Pat, I tell Grandma Pat stories.
With her cigarettes.
And with her parliaments and her robe and her big fancy house. And she used to sit there and judge everybody. And she'd make me sit at the kitchen counter until I finished my milk. Ooh.
Because that glass of milk was the key to the rest of your life.
Back in the day, yes, that's what they made it sound like.
Do you remember those little tiny, I know, but we had to do the same thing.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah. Like, okay. All right.
Well, every day after 2-hour football practice in the fall, we'd have a 16-ounce cup in our locker of chocolate milk every day.
It's a great recovery
That's
drink.
the only thing that would get us through that hell was the chalky
Who
milk.
put it there?
Our strength coach.
Yeah, what a great strength coach.
You come in and you're like, oh, you're exhausted. And he comes by and you got a cup in yours and he puts it down and fills it up. And you're like, you know what? It's going to be okay. I can come again tomorrow.
Yep.
Was it still cold though?
Yes. He
Okay,
had a
good.
fridge.
It's a good man.
Yeah.
That's a really good man.
Well, before words of the day, we got some texts and comments.
Oh, okay.
Chris from Starrett says, good morning, JP and the gals. Looking forward to today's show. Let's rock it Rightside style.
I love the
okay.
enthusiasm.
He also says, my favorite VeggieTales song is the cheeseburger song.
Oh, I am so sorry. I don't know what the cheeseburger song is. I just know
How do veggies sing
Madam
about
Blueberry
cheeseburger?
song and VeggieTales song.
Sing it, sing it.
And the comb. Where's my hairbrush? That's
Where
is my hairbrush?
Oh, where is my hairbrush? Okay, hold on. I'm looking up the cheeseburger song.
Okay.
I don't know this song either. But
While you're
I
doing
love
that,
cheeseburgers.
Ian from Hartsel says on the text line, the show doesn't start until Abs yells, Allison.
That's actually probably true. Because that means probably the first time. Nope. Actually, recently you've been taking it off the rails first. Generally, it's me.
You're welcome.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I'm trying.
And then
VeggieTales.
Allison from time to time will go, Abs.
It's true. It's not often, but we need a button for both of our words. We can just.
We're gonna get copyrighted again. Can you
we
take
are.
it out?
I'll trim it out.
Is
later.
this it? Does anybody actually knows it? Please don't kick us off YouTube
Please.
or Facebook or whatever. It was just
Please,
Larry.
It was for
It
our
was just
friend.
Wowie.
It was just Wowie
Where we the cucumber?
and Wednesday and Darlene.
All right. Well, because you're his cheeseburger, kind of like friends, and you're my lobster. Okay. Are we ready for word of the day?
Oh, got to dance again.
Woo! I can only snap.
3, 2, 1.
All right, look. I got to put on my
Glasses.
oversized but super fun.
Those are Jeffrey Dahmer glasses.
I know. Chris has some even more specific Jeffrey Dahmer glasses. Oh, I can see your face.
You actually look really good. Wait, that sounds wrong.
Wait, you actually.
You ain't as ugly as they say.
That's what Jennings told Jeb one time.
What? He's
You're
such a cutie pie. That's a sibling
You're
thing.
actually not
She
ugly.
looked at him and said, Jeb, you're actually not ugly. And she meant it as a compliment. And he's like,
Bless it.
but anyway, yeah, no, I like those. I ship it.
Thanks. They're the Look Optic ones that I almost sent back and I requested a refund. And then it got past the refund.
Wait, can I try them on before you read?
Yeah, but look, they're very dirty. Don't judge me. Okay. I'm dirty. This goes along with the dirt. Oh, you need some too.
No,
You need some too. You're going to have to get some. I was lured in by the Instagram ads. Get some like today, order them. And they have them
are
in
straight up
progressive.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
And
What are they called?
they're called Look Optic, and there are the aviators.
Okay, look.
And my husband was like, do not send those back, keep them. But now I got to go back and order them as progressive lenses so I can keep them on, because you know what I've
Oh.
reached, guys? You know what age I'm at?
20.
Which you should never finish a sentence with a preposition.
30. 34.
Yeah. How did you know, JP?
Oh gosh, there's lots of Jeffrey Dahmer glasses.
I know. I love them. I realized yesterday when I was about the kitchen, because that's the only place I'm allowed to go in my house, unless it's the ironing board. And I was like, well, Schlitz beer, I actually need to wear my progressives around so that I can see all day, because things are going in and out. I'm like, these letters are too small. I can't read them.
Okay.
All right, here's our word of the day.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
I'm shocked, but I'm listening.
I know you're listening.
These are cute.
I know.
At least
you look.
she can't look at your
smoking in
phone.
them.
If she's looking at
Yes,
yours.
that's why I'm shopping.
All right. Blah, blah. It's 2 words. Is a plural noun that refers to the hottest time of the year, which in the Northern Hemisphere is usually between early July and early September. 2 words, DD, can also refer to a period of stagnation or inactivity suggestive of hot, sultry weather, when it can be difficult to summon the energy required for hard work.
The summer solstice.
Oh.
DD.
Hey, Brad got it.
Brad got it. I already know he got it.
Yeah, I can't believe I didn't think. I was thinking more formal than
Sinclair, come on, man.
that. Think
We're
not,
in the blank blank of summer.
don't think formal.
Yeah, it's not formal.
Think like
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just getting this out because I'm all twisted.
Day day.
Day day.
Day day.
Hey, day day.
Daddy, watch me twirl.
Daddy. Daddy just did it.
Daddy. Daddy, watch me twirl.
Daddy hit me.
Oh, people were still posting that for Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham in heaven.
Lindsey Graham's probably
All right, day
having a
day.
great time.
What, Brad,
Day-day.
what is it?
The dog days of summer.
Dog days.
Mhm.
I was saying, don't think formal.
That second, what was the second? Lazy. That should have given it away.
Mhm. Dog days of summer. That's what we're in.
I got a good
Dog
Gen Z
days.
word
Isn't
of
there
the
a
day.
song?
Okay.
Oh.
Someone who is blank is overtly
Your mom.
How'd you know? Overtly looking for attention.
A pick me.
No, it's one word, starts with a T.
Try hard.
He's so blank. Look at all the Instagram stories he's posted of himself at the gym.
Oh.
A T?
TH.
Try hard. She said it.
Thought.
That's a good. Maybe we do that one day. But
Wait,
no,
what?
not today.
You don't know what a thought is?
No. Too much.
I like thought. I say the antonym of thought often.
Here's a
Antonym.
here's a
Anonym.
hint. Here's a hint. Ah, man, I'm really.
Oh
Mm.
boy, this show is already off the rails.
That's
It's
better.
10:24.
Thirsty.
Thirsty.
Oh, Molly loves that
No,
word.
That's when you're a thirst trap or you're thirsty. It means you need to find a girlfriend.
Thirsty means you are overtly looking for like too much.
Oh,
Like, look
I
at me,
get
look
it.
at me. I'm thirsty. Please, somebody pick me, pick me, please.
Molly uses it.
She uses it all the time.
Oh, those look cool on your head.
Look,
too.
and I'll show you some thirsty comments, but I'll have to do it when we're off the air because you're going to crack up
What?
at what I'm going to show you.
Who is thirsty?
I'll show you when we're off the air.
Is
Oh,
this
brother.
people leaving? Do you have a prisoner that likes you?
Oh no,
Oh,
no.
I
But this happened at my house, and my
I'm
kids were
scared.
like, "Those are some thirsty comments, Mom." And I'm like, "I know." I'll show you. when we're
Towards
off the air.
you?
No, absolutely not. I'm an old lady.
No, you're not.
I am. It's fine.
You're about to
I
turn
don't care.
34.
Well, I am in two weeks, but it's 3 weeks, but it's fine. I've accepted my fate in life. As long as I'm by you guys, I'm good.
Exactly.
thirsty. Ugh.
Thirsty. I love it. All right, we're going to use that word today.
Abs thirsty comments. That should be a segment.
Oh, we should. Yes.
I don't know. I'm starting to get some hate on X.
Why?
People are calling me stupid and dumb and all, and I like it.
It's fun, right?
Yeah, it makes me think that I'm winning.
Yep.
When I get back from the wedding and I have regained my faculties, we're going to have a naming of me on the Twitters. Okay. Because you have semi-professional potster.
Yeah.
So I need a name and I need you to come up with it like pretty quick.
You mean like a tag?
Like, I need a funny
like
tag.
a byline for abs.
Okay.
Because you
And-
have an account.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And like it's great. But I decided after I get back, then I'm going to be able to engage. So I need a funny, I used to have probably in my car. And now I need something else so that I can jump in the shark infested
All right,
waters.
let me think. We'll be thinking.
Because it's not real life, but it's where all the information you need
Mm-hmm.
is.
Yep.
Like if you miss
Yeah.
out on what's on Twitter, you do not know. And that's where we find things out. Because sometimes people go, how did y'all know that was going to happen? Because we saw it on X.
Well,
It's the first place you go for actual news, even though people are like, that's not real. No, actually it is. But it's this whole thing. It's its own universe.
Yeah. I actually was talking with our pastor. He asked me where I get my news sources the most. And I thought, and you don't really realize it until you have to like stop and think. And I'm like, X.
Yeah.
Literally. Because all the branches I get are all on X because you go to mainstream and it's almost like mainstream media has to come up with their spin on both sides, come up with their spin on a story before they say the story, or X. And right away when it happens, it's just out there. And then obviously people go and twist, but at least on X, they're open about their biases
Yes.
and their spins and their twists, and you can go and find whichever you want. But yeah, it is the dominant news source.
Well, and it's also that people don't get humor because Allison's posts are hilarious, or they're like Islam and whatever. And so, yeah, you're like, what is wrong with you? Like, this is hilarious, or this is true. Like, get a grip. So you're like right over the target. You're just
X is such a different beast though, but it's fun because you can, it's not like Facebook. If you aren't on Twitter, you are 2 days behind in the news.
Yep.
True.
And Facebook, it doesn't connect you. Like I am causing a stir in South Carolina right now, and it is awesome because I don't know anybody. I don't know who's commenting. I don't know if you're the chairman of the Republican Party over there. I don't know if you're a congressman. I don't know who you are. So I'm just like laying it out there, and you can connect with people real quickly and really start pushing buttons.
Yep.
It's
and
fun.
you're 3 states away
Yeah.
or 2.
Yeah. I mean,
And yet we have deep connections to that state. So it's kind of fun to like drop bombs.
yeah. I mean, you have a daughter that lives there. My family still owns a beach house over there. So it's not like we're totally out of the.
Well, we lived there
I
for
can't
3
vote there.
years.
What?
I've been there once, and it was having an MMA fight in a dirty hotel on Myrtle Beach.
Oh, I am so
That's the
sorry.
only time
You
I've
need to
been
let us show
Yeah.
you around. We know the good places
I
to go.
love South Carolina.
Me
It's-
too. I wouldn't have left. Like we had to go to Florida for the rest of Chris's training, and I wanted to stay in South Carolina.
I did like Myrtle Beach is a bit sus and sketch, but
It's the Panama City
Myrtle
of
Beach.
South Carolina.
the state is very pretty.
It's
Yes. Through it.
gorgeous, and the people, the Southern friends that I met and made, holy cow, they're good people.
I love the low country. I don't know. Somebody on one of my posts commented that they would like never vote for somebody from the Low Country. They
Oh,
live
come
in
on.
upstate.
Mm.
I just, it's so pretty. It's so different. But
Yeah.
Okay, JP, I don't know.
Let's do Yammer.
Do we want to go to break and do Yammer and then the?
It's up to y'all. I was thinking we'd do Yammer for 5 minutes, go to break at 10:35, or we can
Okay.
go to break now and then come back with Yammer and montage. I'm good either way.
I
If y'all need to find stories, we can do a break now.
no. I mean, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Y'all sure?
Let me go grab my story. Yeah, I got a story.
Okay. That means it is time for Yammer.
Allison Sinclair.
Good news.
What?
Well, we're just doubling down and reconfirming really good news. And this matters a lot to us. The American Heart Association has announced that drinking up to 5 cups of coffee per day could help lower your risk of stroke, heart failure, and type 2 diabetes.
Diabetes.
I about said diabetes because that's what my grandmother used to say. I got the diabetes. She didn't know. But y'all,
This is great
cheers
news.
to that.
I don't have my coffee in my mouth. That's going to be a clip. That's going to be a clip.
Drink up.
You sure, Sec? That's just coffee in there?
You're saving your heart and your brain and your blood sugar.
All we have to say is we told you so. That's all. Well, I have some more good news. And now I'm looking for the story that I set out. Oh, okay. This is so exciting. A Virginia woman, this is a story written by Erica Thomas. We love Erica.
Ooh.
A Virginia woman who caught a 67-pound catfish while noodling in Alabama's Black Belt won the inaugural Big Catfish photo contest. And you know, the noodling, anybody know? What do we do when we noodle? Allison, that's exactly right. You just shove it in their
Armin.
mouth and then twist it and pull it back out. We'd be so
Raise it high.
good. We'd be so good at noodling.
No.
Yeah,
that's
we would.
Disgusting.
We would. But look at this massive cat. Like
God
that makes
love her.
me
It's
wanna
as big as her.
yak.
How
but
do you get that?
I have no words.
Ooh.
But she won it. And her name's Emily Horse. She's 33 years old. And she discovered Alabama's catfishing opportunities while visiting her sister in Atmore. Her first noodling trip has turned into a passion that's taken her on a journey throughout the South. So,
Go, Emily.
noodling. That's a word you need to know.
Mine isn't as fun. It's more annoying. This is from Yellowhammer News. Yaffe wrote this. State Rep Blackshear says gambling legislation is needed to regulate prediction markets. Quotes, "It is a conversation we have to have." And he predicted that gambling will come back up. This was on Capital Journal. Says, "I'll say this. We're not currently working on anything, but I will say I don't want to say next session, but I will say next quadrennium. I still think it is a conversation we have to have, Todd. The opponents of it, you still hear we can't afford the expansion of gaming in the state." So he's making the argument that because of Kalshi and the others, the prediction markets, which are legal in Alabama, and it's kind of crazy they are legal in Alabama, he's saying we need gaming and gambling legislation to regulate it.
Of course, that's what they're saying.
So dumb.
Sure.
It's the zombie that will never
That
die.
is so that's the worst logic. That whole thing is a non sequitur.
Yep.
But they'll use and people will go, "Oh yeah, you're right. You're right."
And all their friends will be the ones who are on that.
He always writes the legislation for gambling, so
It's like, well, it's already here. So, to stop it from being here, let's just let all of it be here.
we need to regulate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the government helps with regulation. It's always better, isn't it? When we come back, we'll have the montage, allegedly, and more mayhem. We'll be right back. I'm dreading this. This is a hard conversation.
And it's a harder plunge now with the Scupsy of the Fufu going around. So we may have to double. We may have to double flush the
This
Double
is
flush.
yeah. Go ahead, double flush for me, JP.
Oh, wait. Dang it. Okay.
Didn't go. You got a floater.
So listen, this is really gross. As gross as the flush is.
It's so necessary, though.
But it's necessary. And it's something that Allison and I and our friends from our past life will remember that we've discussed. And why in the world will we bring it up? Well, it's the same reason why we do the Muslim Minute. Because it does us no good if we know something and we don't share it with you, or if you know something and you don't send it our way. We can gain information so we know how to go out and be ambassadors, right? I mean, we learn along with each other. I learned about this first from Larry Taunton, and I will always give him the credit because I had no idea that those kids that we heard about, probably you saw on Phil Donahue. They were on Phil Donahue's show, and they were talking about John and Joan. And it was the first transgender situation. That's how it was posed. It was posed as a bed of roses. Look at what we've done. And we never knew the whole story, but everything we're doing today is predicated on what a man named John Money did back then. And he's the guy who took twin boys, one of whom had a torturous circumcision right after he was born. They burned the little fella's male member. And then John Money and this boy's mother discovered each other because he said he could help. He used his life to talk about intersexuality is what he did. And he was an expert. Well, hold on for that. So the mother finds John Money. John Money says, I can help you. But first, what we're going to have to do is we're going to turn your little boy into a girl. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And so they turn this little boy into a girl.
Pause. Was John Money, I can't remember if he was actually like a doctor or a surgeon, or was he a psychiatrist? Or was he both?
I'll tell you in a second.
Because why did the mom go to him?
They got put together at Johns Hopkins.
Oh,
and so
right.
Remember, and so
this
whole thing started because he said, I can turn your boy into a girl and everything's going to be fine and he'll never know. But the problem is this little boy, while dressed as a girl, they renamed them. While dressed as a girl, always wanted to play with trucks, always wanted to be outside, always did male things. And these boys both ended up committing suicide, but all of the LGBTQ garbage is predicated on what John Money did and lying and presenting this situation as the gold standard for why we do what we do.
The gold standard where everybody ends up dying.
Exactly. Great. So, but you need to know who John Money was. That's what matters. Is that he, in 1980, was criticized for what looked like dangerously endorsing incest and pedophilia. He became fascinated with intersectionality and wrote his doctoral dissertation on the subject. He and his wife studied 105 intersex kids. Please understand, like there's a tiny percent of the population that's intersex, that they're, what's that word, you guys, that we use now? Hermaphrodites. Okay. But the theory that he based all of it on was that these people were going to surgically and hormonally stream intersexual newborns into whatever sex the doctors wished. So this has been going on a while. But it was all based on what the doctors wanted to do if they found a hermaphrodite child. So see, the whole foundation of, look, this is so great. They never told us that they were dealing with a teeny tiny percentage of the population. And they were trying to help a teeny tiny percentage of the population. But Dr. John Money also himself happened to be a sexually depraved lunatic and perv who did loosely endorse pedophilia. Hello and welcome back. I'm Amy Beth. She's Allison.
Hi.
And he's JP. And we're the Right Side. And if you've tuned in today for the first time, welcome. You could be in South Carolina. You could be in Oregon.
Oh, Spokane, Washington.
Spokane, Washington.
I wonder if they're back.
Georgia.
Text it.
Welcome. Welcome. North Carolina. Welcome, everybody. So we have a little thing we like to do at this point, and it's the Right Side Rundown. It's the news of the day. JP, are you ready?
Am I ready?
Are you
Born
ready? Let's go.
Blackwood News.
But no more to the Democrats who compromise, who conciliate, and who betray us. No more to the fascist reactionaries, but no more to the Democrats who will collaborate and cooperate with the fascists, who will fund ICE, who will fund Israel, who will help poison the planet, who will stiff workers and help bosses. We don't need those Democrats anymore.
I am tired of a set of people on the very far left in the Democratic Party. Ideas that are literally insane, nutty, moronic, dangerous, bigoted, are not progressive, they're regressive, and they should not be in our party.
To protest together, to vote together, to act together, to bring about change, real, lasting, life-improving change. That is the power and potential of our movement and of the AFT.
Today, just before 9 a.m., a man by the name of Andrew Arabaka arrived at 26 Federal Plaza, just behind us on Worth Street, at the employee entrance to the building.
And the president's putting an ask on you, we'll put it that way. It's a lot of pressure.
It is a tremendous amount of pressure.
Tell me what's going through your head about it, and where do you stand now?
I've made a decision.
You're in.
I'm in.
Okay. That's where we are. So why don't we start at the back and let's work backward today, because several of these conversations would make a nice entire conversation, meaning the Socialist Democratic Party, Randi Weingarten and her insane minions who are dangerously powerful, and Hasan Piker. That's all the same thought, but different. There are layers to that. So let's start with South Carolina, because we were talking about South Carolina before the break. What do you guys think? And why should we care? Because I saw that you mentioned that we should care about some of the people who've put their hat in the ring. Tell us about that.
This whole thing makes zero sense. And if I've ever seen the swamp, and I'm saying the swamp, and I'm not exactly sure who's in it, but it is looking more like a uniparty than ever before. I think the swamp has tentacles, maybe drains to South Carolina. One of my posts was that I cannot believe South Carolina is more good old boy than Alabama, but I really think it is. There is a machine that is pushing some of these candidates that are running for Senate. Darline Graham Norden, who has already dropped her last name. Okay. Her poor Larry husband gone. His last name, his whole legacy gone from her. President Trump comes out. They say they're just going to support her for an interim term. Let's just not have an incumbent in that seat. Then President Trump comes out and says, not even 2 days into like her sitting in that office, we'd love for her to run. Then a week after her hero and rock brother passes away suddenly, she's now running for re-election, and she hasn't even been in office for a week. You do not do that unless you have the backing of an entire huge disgusting machine. Not once have I heard anyone talk about what she stands for and everything. She hasn't voted in the past two primaries. She voted in the runoff when Lindsay was in a runoff. That was it. South Carolina GOP just changed a rule like a month ago that said if you have not voted in 2 primaries in a row, you cannot run as a GOP candidate. They're about to go and make an exception for her and totally undo everything they've done. Meanwhile, you've got Russell Fry, who is a sitting congressman, who is now decided he's going to run for the Senate seat. But in South Carolina, you can't be on the ballot twice. So if he wins this Republican primary runoff, beats Darline, beats Ralph Norman, he wins. The South Carolina legislature has to go into a special session to give him special privileges to be on the ballot twice so he can run and be on the ballot for his House and Senate seat. Meanwhile, that's going to cost the South Carolina taxpayers like up to, a chat GPT'd it, like $200,000 to $400,000 just for you because you're a diva. I don't get it. It is the weirdest thing. And the only thing I can think of, so Ralph Norman's running. Nancy Mace's not running.
Thank goodness.
Russell Fry has announced he's running, and supposedly he claims to be like the most MAGA conservative. Never mind the fact that he will leave that House seat vacant until May. It's all really confusing, which means if we lose the midterms, Hakeem Jeffries could be our speaker. And that dingle dip is just dipping out and saying middle finger to all of America and my district. I think he's getting in to split the conservative vote so Darline can win, because you either vote for Russell Fry or Ralph Norman. So I think he's trying to pull Ralph Norman votes away, who is by far the best candidate for this. And you can go off and say, well, he's 73 and that we don't need a 73-year-old. I don't care. At this point, we are like in this pivotal moment in America, and every vote counts. If you can get us through the next 6 years, however long he may never want to run again, I don't know, and vote right, which I know Ralph Norman will, be 73, be 79 when you get out. I don't care. And it's just the most bizarre thing. It is like this whole, and Tom Cotton came out and endorsed Darline. What? Barrasso. I mean, all these people have come out and endorsed her, and we know nothing about her. And then people on X, it's real rich. They're like, why do you care? You're from Alabama. Well, you're an idiot if you don't care about our Senate seats. I'm sorry, we're not in 1980s America anymore. So can you tell I'm really fired up? Because it matters. And if you aren't watching what's happening, if you aren't watching the machine and politics at its best, it's disgusting. We're about to get, and Darline apparently is fairly liberal. Definitely more liberal than her rock and hero brother.
Yeah, I'm looking at actually PBS. And the story is out of Charleston when she still had her last name.
That was last week.
Yeah, this is last week.
Fast.
But apparently their parents died in just over a year. And so Lindsay became her legal guardian when she was 13. And I'm just looking, they're stressing just how close they were, how friendly they were. They loved each other, blah, blah, blah. But I can't find anything about her. Like there's nothing. That is so weird. You should be able to at least find some things that she's commented on in the past. She is a blank slate. So whoever's controlling her she can be to them whatever they want her to be.
100%.
That's dangerous. I can find nothing. There's nothing of substance in the PBS article. There's nothing of substance when you go through and just try to scan anything out of South Carolina. Nothing nationally. I'm just going to go fill my brother's seat.
Yeah.
But why, y'all help me with this. I don't understand. Why is Donald Trump pushing her? Was
I know exactly why.
Is he?
Why?
Well, I mean, we've talked about how the Trump movement and MAGA had been hijacked by the neocons and Lindsey Graham and then a lot of the special interests and others. And it pretty much became the machine that Trump was running against in 2016. Whether it was flattery or whether it was just talking him up, and he liked to hear positive reinforcement. So he was able to be swayed by the Lindsey Grahams and others who are very charming and able to do that. It's just as simple to me that Trump has a reliable vote in the Senate, because it's the same thing as where these candidates get groomed as outsiders, and they're going to go to DC and not know anything. So then they're just going to be told what to do. That's exactly what this is. Obviously, there's the aspect of, I do think Trump and Lindsey, or I think Trump genuinely loved Lindsey as a friend. Would I have preferred Lindsey to not have as much say in this administration? Obviously. Excuse me. But I think it is a situation of, we need the Save America passed. We need all these crucial pieces of legislation passed. If I have Darline going there, I know she's going to do whatever I tell her to do.
Russell Fry and Ralph Norman would both vote for that.
I'm just using that as an example, but I think Ralph, I mean, would you rather take a gamble on a Ralph Norman or somebody else who's been in DC and may be more independent, or have an outsider like Darline come in and I know she's going to vote how I want her to vote every single time?
Because I own her.
Because I own her. And also I can use the reasoning of Lindsey passed, and this is Darline carrying on Lindsey's legacy. So that can be the air cover reason. But the true reason is I've got a Senate seat that I can count on every single time. Just as, because that's what Lindsey was. Lindsey was a seat that he could count on every single time. So would you rather replace it with somebody who's going to be exactly the same and then some, because this is her first time in DC, or take a gamble with somebody else?
I got to stop you though, because if what you're saying is true, Lindsey Graham was a vote that Donald Trump can count on every time, then who is Donald Trump?
Exactly. Well, yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because to me, Donald Trump, or at least everything Donald Trump says, what he's doing right now is opposite. This is not draining the swamp. This is the swamp.
For sure.
Unless he was fooled and didn't know who Lindsey Graham was, and he just used him to get what he wanted when he needed it. And so he's being a pragmatist. I don't know. But it is a question worth considering. It is, who is he? Because you're right. That makes you go,
I mean, that is the red pill, unfortunately. MAGA has become the swamp on the right. And it's so devastating. And I'll just be the one that says it. I mean, if y'all want to push back, feel free. But it's just who... And we can talk about the Susie Wileses and the others that are having, that are pushing back on mass deportations and all of that. But it is a top-down issue, unfortunately. Trump is the one that, according to reports, talked to Tom Homan and others about the Minnesota ICE situation after the shootings. Like, we just need to pull out. It's like, this is enough. Trump is the one that went out and said, we don't want to put the hotels and the farm workers in such a bad spot by deporting all illegals. So we'll just go to criminal illegals. And then you've got the mass amnesty discussions with those bills. Trump is the one that is rah-rahing Iran constantly and is, so it's a hard discussion to have, but I do think that Trump is right now in the camp of Lindsey Graham and the others in that part of the right wing. I mean, Trump is also the one that went out and called all of the people that disagreed with him on the war in Iran just low IQ idiots like Tucker Carlson, and which we disagree with Tucker on a lot of things. But you see what I mean? It is whoever disagrees with me is an idiot. So that gives room for the yes men, the Lindsey Graham and the others, to flatter him and sway him to their direction. So like I said, it's unfortunate because Trump was the anti-establishment guy, but MAGA has just become a new form of the same swamp, let's say.
You're going to get some hate on that one.
I'm just asking
what
questions.
can you say? Hey, darling, can you do a "Hey, Darline, this is Trump" phone call? Could you do that real quick?
Darline, this is Trump. I would love for you to run for Senate.
That's good.
We're going to hoodwink everyone.
Listen.
Together.
That's good.
We're going to have everybody fooled. Don't worry.
That's good.
But the common sense red meat stuff like Save America and election, yeah, like that, we're on the same page with. But I don't think Trump is not a mass deportations guy.
No.
And I'm just using his words, what he said. And just like the H-1B and the Chinese college students, that's just, I mean, he's the one that has said those things.
Yeah, he has.
So
Okay, then. On that cheery note, but you are right. We do have to pay attention to what's going on around us. And this will be a very interesting. When's the election date?
August 11th.
So just like us.
Just like us.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, if we've got like a 50-seat majority, maybe don't care what's going on in South Carolina. We have like a razor thin that we're set to lose. So every vote matters. And you might lose your country if you vote the wrong way or put the wrong person in office. And I'm not even being dramatic. I wish I was.
No, my goodness. Based on the conversations we're about to have, that's not being dramatic. That's just being real.
Ugh, not fun to say. All right. Allegedly, we've got more montage.
Muslim Minute.
Oh, the Muslim Minute. So exciting. We'll be back.
Everything he set out to do was based on a massive lie. And so the origins of LGBTQ are based on a lie. But nobody ever dug into who was John Money and what did he do. So actually the Rolling Stone back in 1997 did a huge article. When I tried to print it out, it was 43 pages long.
Holy cow.
Talking about John Money and talking about this boy and this girl who ended up committing suicide, both of them, because they were so forlorn over the life that this one girl who was a boy was made to lead. But for our whole lives, this man is held up as the reason why we have so much freedom in LGBTQ landia. This man broke barriers. But meanwhile, if you dig into the story, it's all a lie. All of it. And I can figure out a way to share the story on our website or put it in the news. Like, I don't know how to share it. You need to read it. This is just the surface level of it. But he did horrible things I can't even read out loud.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. All I wanted to
read 'em?
share was that he provided a seemingly solid psychological foundation for transgender surgeries. He did. One man in a single stroke offered physicians a relatively simple solution to deal with one of the most vexing and emotionally fraught conundrums in medicine, how to deal with the birth of an intersex child. And so he took that one thing, and this whole industry is built on that, from a tiny percentage of the population to this. And what are we living with now, you guys?
Dudes in dresses in the Netherlands that are getting accosted by the Muslims and want to come up. I mean, it's the weirdest thing with where we are, because intersex back in the day, it's kind of like we called them transvestites or cross-dressers. They were hermaphrodites. Now they're intersex individuals. Intersex people's babies are a real thing. Like you said, it's a teeny tiny percentage, but there are children born with ambiguous genitalia. And in which case, my understanding is that there are chromosomally, you can go back and kind of test and see which way they genetically actually lean, and you guide them in that way. But that is something, just living in a fallen world, that we have to deal with as a medical industry. That is not what happened with John Money. And this was a literal, it'd be like having to cut my hand off and saying, oh, you know what? We should turn that into a flipper.
Yes.
Like, well, I'm not going to be a dolphin. It's the weirdest thing. This was just a botched surgery. And then they said, we're going to change your entire genetic makeup and what God made you, and we're going to call you a girl. And I remember, I think that they would get him in there and make him play with dolls and make him wear all these dresses, and they lied to him. That's the most tragic part. And I don't even know how you come out and say that. Lied to him. I don't think he found out until he was in his 30s.
Yes, correct.
The truth of what had happened, but he knew always there was something wrong, and he lived in that tension his entire life, and his parents and the medical community were all in on it. And then it went down to he killed himself, or did his brother kill himself first?
I can't remember who killed themselves first.
But these twin brothers both ended up dead because of what the scientific medical community did to him. And that's what.
Hi. Welcome back.
Oh, that was so sudden.
That was so sudden. All right. If I could
Gone.
just, I feel like when you're putting your ear bob in, that it sounds a little bit like ocean waves. Fix
It
my
might be
hair.
your hair
It's
stuck
flying.
in your ear.
It is.
Okay, hold on.
And it's
There
all
we go.
messy and
What do you?
frizzy today with
There we go.
Moroccan oil hairspray that makes it feel crunchy.
We don't like Morocco,
but no,
They
but it
hate
smells
us.
so good. So I use the hairspray.
because they ain't us.
That's true.
They hate us because of the intus.
Well,
it's true. It's true. Okay, so here's what we're going to do this hour. Number one, the Muslim Minute.
It's the Muslim Minute.
All right. Then we're going to do some more news. Then we're going to do allegedly, and perhaps finish with the news. No one knows. Those are our plans. Okay, because we want to have a little bit more of a discussion about Hasan Piker and all these foolish things coming out of young adults' mouths these days. But first, let's talk about the other hideous problem we're dealing with right now.
But first, we have some comments and we want to read those.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I got George Santos for the allegedly win.
Oh, I got a good allegedly too.
Okay, go ahead.
We got Brad from Crimestone on the YouTube. He says Donald Trump cheaply uses people? ? I'll never believe it. I mean, look how loyal he was to Jeff Sessions and Mo Brooks, and people who voted with him 90% of the time, like Thomas Massey.
Brad, so smart.
Brad,
every day. Bad Brad.
Bad Brad.
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 Right. Just weird. Something to watch.
Anywho. Now we can get to the Muslim. Oh, excuse me. Now we can get to the
Muslim
Minute with Charlie.
Hard question? Let me take a bite first. Hard question? Go ahead. This guy thinks he's something cool now, so let's answer this one. Sheikh, this is a question where no imam has ever answered me, and always avoid this question.
Oh, we're not going to avoid it. Go ahead.
How is have intimacy, nice English there, how is have intimacy with a slave not adultery and halal, but having intimacy with a non-slave adultery?
I think I know. That's an easy question. If no imam's been able to answer that, I don't know which imams you've been hanging out.
Maybe because it's a weird question.
That's a weird question, but it's easy. Let's take it back a step. When you have an intimate relationship with your wife, or a woman with her husband, is that adultery? Well, no. Why is it not adultery? Because Allah made it halal. That's why. Right? Why is it that if somebody is not married and they have intimate relations, marital relations, that's considered zina, adultery, because Allah made that haram? That is the line between halal and haram. Zina and not zina, adultery and not adultery, right? So, Allah made the spousal relations between a husband and wife halal. And Allah made that those people taken under war, not regularly under war, as captives who were trying to kill you, that now you're going to support and keep in your house and spend on and treat well, that this is like a wife. This is somebody who you can have those relationships with. So if Allah made it halal, that is not zina. That is not adultery because Allah made it halal. That's the line. Such an easy question and try to make it seem like as if it's difficult.
You're going to treat so well. You're going to rape them every day.
You're
what?
Maybe not even let her outside.
But abs, they have First Amendment rights. We can't really speak out about this.
You're right. Because it's so good. And we shouldn't talk about these things. Except I guess I'm going to ask this every day until somebody has the courage to answer. Progressive women who are all about my body, my choice. I haven't heard much from you on this subject. Like, probably nothing. And based on what we heard yesterday, when this man in Texas was talking about Sharia law invading the United States, he said it's not invading the United States, it's already here. So the question is, what are we going to do about this? And more than that, I am challenging my progressive people to please speak up about this, because the silence from you is deafening.
What's terrifying, Abs, is that people like our friends don't realize that this isn't happening, that they were speaking English, very casual English. I'm sure they're here somewhere in America. And even if they weren't, those imams, those people that believe that are here. They aren't talking about taking captive some people in some other foreign land. What he's talking about is taking me and you captive, your daughters, your mothers, your sisters, your wives, because we are the ones that are at war with them. So what he's talking about is what they will do to us, to you, to your mothers, to your daughters, to your sisters, to your wives, when you are taken captive and they are taken captive. You become their slave. They own you. They say, well, we'll protect you and we'll feed you. Yes, we'll also rape you and make you wear hijabs on the beach and everywhere. And what else? We will lie to you, and we will degrade you, and we will make you pay taxes to keep you alive. But like, that's the good side. That's living the life. The other option is you can just be beheaded.
The degradation of women takes my breath away. How easily and loosely we toss about women's rights. And these people can't be bothered to address the absolute degradation of a woman, of how she's treated, of how she's belittled, of how she's thought of. They view women as dogs to be used. That is how they view women. I don't know what else to ask you guys to consider except to continue to do your homework, because this is here. That is how they see us. That is what they will do, because they've already done it. There's a little book I've mentioned weeks and weeks ago. Larry Taunton recommended it. I read it. It is horrific. It's called Ravishing Armenia. And it's about the Armenian genocide from about 1917. And what happened to the women who were either kidnapped if they were beautiful and used for their house for the men to rape and use the way they chose, or they were beheaded. And then along the march to go with them, whenever these Muslim gangs would go from community to community, wherever it is that they were going, back to their chieftain to take all their captives there. If they ran out of energy, or they didn't have enough water, or if they fell down, they were murdered. And this young girl made it out alive. She was from a wealthy family. She was educated. Her parents were renowned in their community, but they were Christian. And so they were killed. So if you want a quick study that will make you want to vomit, Ravishing Armenia. I got it off of thrift books. Ravishing Armenia, written by it's a firsthand account of a survivor. Their ways do not change, because if you go back to defending and defenders of the West and you look at, let's say, the 7th century, they're still doing the same thing. However, we're the only group of people who seem to not want to deal with reality. that will be our undoing as a country.
I mean,
and you know what's funny is that the liberals who appear to be, at the very least, way less critical of Islam than Christianity, they are living and reaping the rewards of a liberal society and a Christian society that, although we disagree with you and your lifestyle, if you're homosexual, if you're transgender, and yes, I do think that those things should be illegal, but at the very least, I'm not asking you asking you to be beheaded because you disagree with me. At the very least, I'm not asking you to be stoned. At the very least, I'm not advocating for women to be slaves and to be just an object that they can rape as much as they please. At least we're not asking for that. So I just find it ironic that the liberals and the homosexual crowd, the transgender crowd, Christianity always gets the bad rep, but not the cult that asks or wants you to be thrown off buildings. It's funny because the Christian society that allows you to even have free will to disagree or to live your own lifestyle. Like I said, I still wish there was more guardrails, but do you want to live under Sharia where you would literally be killed right away and be hung and thrown off buildings? It's rich and ironic to me.
I put this quote at the end of the newsletter today, and it's from Ayn Rand. And if you haven't read Atlas Shrugged, read it. It took me a whole summer once, but it was amazing. The hardest thing to explain is the glaringly evident, which everybody has decided not to see.
Oh, it's hard. I guess it's hard to explain why people don't see it, because this is really easy for me to explain.
It is. And yet we're with people who choose not to see what's right in front of because we see it and we're like, wake up. Like we're the people on the cliffs and the boat is racing toward the cliffs. And we're like, no, get away.
See the giant ball?
See it. And this is one of those things. This is glaringly evident. And people have decided, that's over there. That's in Texas. No, guys, this is here. It's here. And we invited it in.
I love how, America is so bad. And America invented slavery, if you didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a joke. And we've got to decolonize the entire system. Slavery's bad. Oh, and we got to pay reparations. Got it. But we are just ushering in, and the left is great with the new slavery coming in. Because they're not white.
Yeah, they're not white. They're not colonizers, obviously, because only whites are colonizers. They don't know their history about the Crusades and the Islamic role in the Crusades. It's all the Christians and the defenders that were the bad guys, obviously.
And white people probably deserve to be enslaved.
Right. White people deserve to be enslaved because we're colonizers. America deserved 9/11 because we're colonizers. Right. So, but that also is the biggest litmus test for me in terms of the Christian God being the real God, because there is a vehement opposition in terms of the evildoers know that that's the truth. That's why Allah and Islam gets nowhere near the pushback or the criticism that Christianity does, because everybody knows deep down in their soul, even the ones that are running from God and don't want to accept it, they know that he's the real and true God. So Allah and Islam will get way less criticism than Yahweh and Christianity, because obviously it's not real. But it is ironic, because if you look at it and on paper side by side, it's like, which one's worse? The one that wants you to be beheaded if you leave and wants you to be raped and to be objects, or Christianity that values you as a person and individual? Oh, but that's the side that is bigoted and hatred and homophobic, doesn't want me to live my life, but not the side that wants me to be hung and be thrown off buildings because they're not homophobic, obviously. It's ironic. But then also it could be out of fear, because Christians won't ask you to be beheaded if you go against them, where Islam will. So it could be a fear aspect to push.
I believe that if the word fear is mentioned 365 times in the Bible, and it is the world's oldest book and most recent, or one of the world's oldest book, but 365 times we're told not to fear. So I think if the God of the universe knew our bent is to be afraid, and he tells us constantly, don't be afraid, then that fear element, I think, is the cloak covering the whole thing. People are very afraid to speak up because what they also know by admitting that they're afraid and not talking about it is that if they do, they understand this is a group of people that will kill you. And so they understand their life is in danger. They understand exactly what Islam is about. And so if they don't say anything, then they don't put themselves in danger and they have nothing to fear. They tell on themselves by what they don't do.
Are the Muslims invading India?
That is a good question.
Can you look that up? Like the Muslim population, are they invading Russia?
No.
Are they invading China?
No.
No, it's just the West.
So why not?
Well, there's the aspect of much harsher immigration laws in China and Russia.
A lack of freedom.
But there's also the aspect of the West is and has been the beacon of civilization since the dawn, since the Romans. So it would be smart for the third world to want to invade the West, because once you do that, then pretty much you got it.
But what would happen if the Muslims, y'all see where I'm going? Like, think about Muslims trying to take over China. Why are they not? You can't get into China. The Chinese probably wouldn't put up with it.
Well, China's not Christian either.
And China's not Christian. But I'm just saying, I think there's some lessons for us to learn looking at that.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to think some more on that one.
That's a good one. That's really good.
Do we want to get to Hasan Piker and I also thought Van Jones and his comments on the DSA were just as important and big about or just as big as Bill Maher's comments, because we're seeing more and more of the vocal common sense Democrats, so to speak, being against the DSA and the rising of socialism in their party. But Hasan literally dressed as Mao.
Yeah, he did.
And he was on his stream. I don't know when it was. I saw a clip talking about how Mao was one of the greatest leaders of all time. It's just insane. But
it is a complete and total misunderstanding or misapplication. I can't decide what it is. But if you look at Randy Weingarten and what's going on in the classrooms, then you do understand what's going on. But the idea that with a straight face, they can get up and say these things in spite of all the evidence to the contrary, it's not different than Islam, that people are like, oh, it's fine. It's despite evidence to the contrary. And here we have thousands of years versus with communism, 100+ years. Both have evidence, and we're both pretending that that doesn't exist. Specifically, though, with DSA, it's the kids. It's the kids. It's like they want to live in a perpetual college town in dorms and be given their, it makes you rethink sending your kids to college, because those are the people coming out going, yes, it was great. Let's live that way forever. But it's terrifying because of what they're saying they believe. Do we have time to replay what he said?
Hasan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hasan?
Let me pull up the clip real quick.
Goofball.
Man.
Total goofball.
I will say this
do
though.
miss that.
It is it's ironic because it's all the people that are rich that are backing communism. Hasan Piker, I just looked it up, his net worth is $8 million. But also his family is rich. He's the nephew of Cenk Uygur of the Young Turks.
Oh,
and
okay.
Shoot.
His family is from Turkey and is very, very rich. So he can reap the benefits of capitalism while also spouting communism. But here's his speech.
More to the Democrats who compromise, who conciliate, and who betray us. No more to the fascist reactionaries, but no more to the Democrats who will collaborate and cooperate with the fascists, who will fund ICE, who will fund Israel, who will help poison the planet, who will stiff workers and help bosses. We don't need those Democrats anymore. In fact, we have a message. We are coming. We are unbossed, we're unbought, we're unbound, and we will become undeniable.
That's terrifying. How is that not treason?
I mean, he's the same guy that said America deserved 9/11 on his stream. So
our friend James that we're talking to tomorrow posted this, and I thought I might share a little bit of that because it makes you sick to listen to him say this. But this is what Mao, and please, guys, you do know this is how he was dressed, but it's the number one avoidable tragedy, if we'll head this off, of the cult mentality of communism and Maoism. And especially in the circumstances of the late 50s, beginning in the 1960s, which are attributable directly to Mao's great leadership. He was vile and deadly, and he used that to secure dictatorial power. And he ruined China and led the country through the worst failure of leadership in the human country. And this is what shocked me the first time I heard James Lindsay talk about this, is what they would do. And as soon as I say this, you'll remember that we've talked about this before, but they let the Chinese people, they would have listening sessions and struggle sessions. And then do you know what they'd go back and do to the people who actually spoke out during the struggle sessions? They were disappeared. And then maybe if somebody was a worker and they thought that they could use them, they would send them to camp in the mountains and they would have to struggle to find food and they would stay in camp. And then they were disappeared. But it starts off sounding so wonderful. And yet we know from history, over 60 million died through communism, at least in China. Worldwide, it's over 120 to 160 million. But through the different things that Mao did led to the absolute destruction of a people who were once proud. And it all started with innocent struggle sessions, just like the one you've witnessed there. Do these kids know what they've done?
And they won't until they're headed to camp. And then it'll be too late.
I hate it, but you're right.
We'll be there to greet them. So we're probably going first.
Oh, we're cooked.
Yeah.
We'll be back with Allegedly after this. Watching these kids, that the scientific medical professionals, the super smart people are telling them this is what you need to do to feel whole and right. And half the time it ends up in death. Even if it's not physical, it's a mental, emotional, spiritual death that these people will never recover from.
Ever.
And
they're calling this man, what he did was a taboo breaking approach to sex. a man who thought that we had puritanical sexual attitudes, Allison.
Puritanical what does that even mean? Like
That
we were Puritans?
That we believed in God and we didn't want to sleep with everybody and we didn't think that porn was great or pedophilia was great. And so we're puritanical. And this man broke through all of that.
Oh. So we're free.
What he did, we're free.
Kind of like you can murder your child in the womb. So you're free.
You're free. Go live your life.
Yeah, I get it.
But all based on a lie by a man who was a liar.
Ugh, sick.
Brad from Crimestone commented, to borrow from Steve Dace, John Money is the reason why there's a hell.
Oh, it's right, Brad.
Gosh, love Steve Dace. He's all, but that is, yes, John Money.
So if you get into a discussion with somebody about
That's
LGBTQ, tell them to type in John Money and the Rolling Stone. It's from 1997. But look him up. He was a total perv. He lied. He wrecked 2 kids' lives who ended up dying. But the whole of this movement is based on what this man did, the lies he told, and we're all suffering from it as a result.
I don't think I've ever seen a picture of John Money.
Oh, he's
I
like got shaggy hair.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's the person. You know that there are people that walk in a room and you don't know them, you've never met them, but you just get that evil, dark, sleazy, sinister, depraved feeling. Yeah, I'm guessing that's John Money.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
ew.
He's hiding under your bed in your nightmares.
Ugh.
I'm dreading this. This is a hard conversation.
And it's a harder plunge now with the Skepsy of the Foo-Foo going around. So we may have to double. We may have to double flush the
This is yeah. Go ahead, double flush for me, JP.
Oh wait, dang it!
Didn't go. You got a floater.
So listen, this is really gross. As gross as the flush is.
It's so necessary, though.
But it's necessary. And it's something that Allison and I and our friends from our past life will remember that we've discussed. And why in the world will we bring it up? Well, it's the same reason why we do the Muslim Minute. Because it does us no good if we know something and we don't share it with you, or if you know something and you don't send it our way. We can gain information so we know how to go out and be ambassadors, right? I mean, we learn along with each other. I learned about this first from Larry Taunton, and I will always give him the credit because I had no idea that those kids that we heard about, probably you saw on Phil Donahue. They were on Phil Donahue's show, and they were talking about John and Joan. And it was the first transgender situation. That's how it was posed. It was posed as a bed of roses. Look at what we've done. And we never knew the whole story, but everything we're doing today is predicated on what a man named John Money did back then. And he's the guy who took twin boys, one of whom had a torturous circumcision right after he was born. They burned the little fella's male member. And then John Money and this boy's mother discovered each other because he said he could help. He used his life to talk about intersexuality is what he did. And he was an expert. Well, hold on for that. So the mother finds John Money. John Money says, I can help you. But first, what we're going to have to do is we're going to turn your little boy into a girl. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And so they turn this little boy into a girl.
Pause. Was John Money, I can't remember if he was actually like a doctor or a surgeon, or was he a psychiatrist? Or was he both?
I'll tell you in a second.
Because why did the mom go to him?
They got put together at Johns Hopkins.
Oh,
And
that's
so
right.
remember, and
Oh,
so
goes back to
so
Johns Hopkins.
this
You're right.
this whole thing started because he said, I can turn your boy into a girl and everything's going to be fine and he'll never know. But the problem is this little boy, while dressed as a girl, they renamed them. While dressed as a girl, always wanted to play with trucks, always wanted to be outside, always did male things. And these boys both ended up committing suicide, but all of the LGBTQ garbage is predicated on what John Money did and lying and presenting this situation as the gold standard for why we do what we do.
The gold standard.
Hi, welcome back. Hi.
I cannot wait until allegedly.
Really? Tell me what you got.
That was a little Knoxville twang.
I don't know where she came from, but I'm telling you, it is good.
I can't wait. I hope it ain't the same as mine.
It's not.
Is it good. Is this juicy gossip?
It's gonna be good because we get to follow along. We're just at the beginning of the story.
Oh, I love them kind of stories with multiple parts. Remember them after school specials we used to watch, and it would say to be continued, and we'd have to wait like a whole entire week.
Was that Saved by the Bell or the Magic Scuba?
Well, it's all of them, and maybe there was like the Angel show, Saved by an Angel, Caught by an, I don't know, that Michael Landon show, and they did it sometimes too.
That was Little House on the Prairie.
Well, no, he had another show with Angel in the title. Emmy, tell me what the name of the show was.
Silver Spoon.
Anywho, I hated that, but I love good
Growing
stories.
Pains.
Yeah, in real life that we have to be continued.
JP
TBC.
doesn't even know what we're talking about.
He don't. It's fine.
I checked out.
You
once
ever
I
heard of
off.
Full House?
Oh yes.
Okay.
I watched Full
Y'all
House.
gotta eat my yogurt.
I watched Full House at Nick at Night.
Listen, I think since we's already in our voice and our characters, we're just gonna go flip what you done said.
You want to go ahead and do allegedly?
Is it all right,
allegedly.
Mr.
Oh,
Producer
yes.
Man?
I'm sorry.
Because everybody just jumped in, and it's fine. It was just the spirit just guided us here. And then after we's done, then we can go back and just kind of wrap it up with a bow, with a nice bow, and finish any stories we didn't get to,
I
like
think
the
that's
Randy
perfect.
Weingarten, because she don't lost her mind.
I think that's perfect.
Okay, thank you, Hiram.
Virgil.
Virgil. Thank you, Virgil. Miss Sinclair.
Hold on one
Oh,
second.
excuse me.
It's not
Everyone.
Sinclair.
It's not Sinclair. Which lady are you today?
I'm not feeling very Jeffrey Dahmer, so I'm gonna go with my grandmother.
Yes.
Not Pat, but my other one, Vanita May.
Yes.
She was a librarian at the local school at the library. Not a librarian. She was a librarian.
A librarian.
And so I think I'm going to channel Vanita May. Yes.
All right. I think that's great. I think it's great.
But first, it's time for allegedly.
You just stick with your serial killer. You know, all serial killers do have double names.
They do.
Amy Beth.
I look like a killer, don't
You
I?
a killer. Oh, wait. I can't. Look, I'm trying. I don't know how to be old. No, I want them down here.
Granny?
But you just kind of look. You don't
All
do
right.
this.
Okay. All right. Well,
Y'all,
what?
you are not going to believe it.
Okay. Do tell us.
You remember George Santos.
Oh,
yes.
bless his heart. That kid up from New York City. You done took a picture with him.
I had the best conversation with him, and I just love him. I mean, I really do. I have such a heart for him. I think he's a swindler and lots of things wrong.
Hmm.
He needs a little Jesus.
Yeah, a
and
lot of Jesus.
Hug.
Yeah.
But you know, I did hear he's going on a reality show, like the Army Navy something where you climb through the woods.
He ain't gonna make it.
And he's going to do it. He's got to carry a backpack. It's going to be really, really heavy. But that's not what we're talking about today. He has posted. He says, I'll report back on this soon. They're unconfirmed. I need y'all's guesses, okay? So put your thinking caps on, not your dunce caps, your thinking caps. There are unconfirmed rumors circulating that 2 members of Congress from different political parties are engaged in a romantic affair.
Oh my!
I can't disclose any more information than
goodness.
that.
Wait! You're
That
telling me
is all.
you're telling me
That's
politicians are having affairs?
Yes, but this is an elephant and a donkey.
That's news
Oh
to me.
wow!
That makes a
Wow.
donkafant.
A donkafant.
I was wondering what you was going to say. That would be a donkafant. That's better
An eliki.
than a eliki. I like a donkafant better.
They'd have little
Donkafant children.
I bet they come out purple.
So cute.
Who do y'all think it is? There's some guesses on the X.
Oh, I would like to know what the guesses are because I couldn't even begin to think of who it might be.
Ro Khanna and Thomas Massey.
Ah!
Okay. All right.
Purple haired lady. What's her name?
Oh.
You know, the really angry
the witch lady
The witch
from
lady.
up northeast.
Yeah, and why is Thomas Massey in all these? He is in
Thomas
all these.
Massey's a player.
He is such a player.
Oh my God.
He struggles.
Grassley and Warren.
I don't think they have enough energy.
Mitch and Diane.
Oh me.
Oh well,
Mitch and Diane. Oh no.
See, that's funny because they're insinuating that it's Diane Feinstein who's dead. They're insinuating that
that's
Mitch
funny.
is dead.
That's funny.
Somebody has Nancy Mace and who's the tranny?
McBride.
Yeah,
Sarah or Tim McBride.
Tim. Could be.
Oh my gosh, John Fetterman and Virginia Fox.
Well,
I think Nancy Mace is one of them.
I think Nancy Mace is in it too. I don't want to say that or anything. It's just hearsay. That's allegedly.
Okay, but who would Nancy Mace? Like what Democrat?
Hakeem Jeffries.
Ew.
It's gonna surprise you who it is. You are going to be shocked, and so am I.
I can't wait. This is too good.
That's a good
Too
one.
good. Vanita May reporting live.
By the way, Brad from Crimestone says elephant plus donkey equals an elefunky.
Elefunky.
That's the best.
That's
one.
good.
Dang it.
Elefunky.
Bad Brad. Just
Oh, Brad.
Brad.
Okay, who wants to go next?
Okay.
Pearl?
Okay.
Pearl?
Well, I don't ever know from day to day what I am.
I'm a Jean.
Whatever you want it to be.
Can I eat my yogurt? While
Yeah,
we talk?
you eat your
I
yogurt.
gotta get my protein in.
Because we're at the old
yogurt
folks
time.
center. We're at the old folks center, and this
Oh
is
my
what they
gosh.
would do. Phyllis.
What? I gotta get my protein.
All right, listen. So Gary Palmer and Robert Adderholt
Lord, the drama
are on this story, and they had it at Yellowhammer, and they also have it. April Marie has it over at 1819. But I really love and would like to lead with what Susan DeBose said. But no matter what body parts you chop off or alter, we don't get to decide our sex. The DAR, y'all, that would be the Daughters of the American Revolution. This dispute with them exposes the state's birth certificate sex change law. And the lawmaker vows to fix it. But see, the thing is, there's a fight. And the fight is over, April Marie's word, the integrity of the DAR. And if y'all know that in Alabama, we have a DAR school. It's in some small town in Alabama. And you can only be, because it says it in its name, Daughters of the American Revolution. Daughters.
But the Boy Scouts.
Exactly, but they don't change that. Well, there's a fight, and Adderholt and Palmer are fighting, and so is Susan DeBose. She's fighting too. From the infiltration of men seeking membership. Listen to this. This was a shocker to me. Based on amended birth certificates that erroneously list them as women, has revealed that Alabama law currently permits such changes.
You're saying when they done been born, Somebody checked the wrong box?
Oh no, ma'am. This is even worse than that. This
Oh.
is worse than when I had to change one of my kids' birth certificates because they wrote the wrong letter down on their name, kept the name, just wrong letter on the name. No. In Alabama, we have a law I was unfamiliar with, state law code, whatever. That's a lot of numbers. Currently allows birth certificates to be amended. Upon receipt of a certified copy of an order of a court of competent jurisdiction.
Sounds very
I
incompetent.
know it. Indicating that the sex of an individual born in this state has been changed by surgical procedure. That is an ignorant statement. You cannot change what you are. But it's been changed by surgical procedure, and that name of the individual has been changed. The certificate of birth of the individual shall be amended as prescribed by rules to reflect the changes. And so these people who were using Alabama law that once were a man and now they's a woman have gone to the DAR and said, look, I got the birth certificate and the law says I can. Except for Adderholt and Palmer. And now Susan DeBose says, heck no, you may not do that. You will have to stay tuned to this story because they're going to have to fight.
Let me ask you.
Yes.
Is this why are Adderholt and Palmer, are they just speaking out on behalf of the DAR? Or is this a federal law? Or is this, because I thought Susan DeBose is what is a woman, the one that took us 3 years to pass? I thought it would handle this. Does it not?
Well, what it says is that 7 Alabama chapters of the DAR have passed resolutions, not revolutions, calling for a special meeting of the National Organization to amend its bylaws to protect him from all this. But apparently it keeps bubbling up, just like seltzer water. It's just bubbling up. And they facing problems because this organization is normally neutral, but it's facing problems from leadership that secretly, now get ready for this word. It's a Southern word. You ain't heard it before. Kowtowed to the LGBTQs movement and began letting men who identify as women join.
Can you spell it, please?
Kowtowed.
Yeah.
KOWTOWED. Kowtowed. Now, some people says it's cowtoed. I ain't say that. It's kowtowed.
I want it to be COW.
Yeah.
I want it to be a COW too, but it ain't.
Okay.
So there's a fight to protect the people that says the daughters of the American Revolution to mean only us women who ain't never done lost our mind and tried to become women because we was men and we wanted to be women. But they said no. And they're fighting back.
Fight.
This is one fight we can get behind.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, mine is a doozy. So buckle up. We're circling back around to the leading Democrat candidate for the Senate seat in Maine.
Oh dear.
If y'all don't remember who this this biscuit is, I'll just quickly remind you real quick.
What qualifications do you have to serve in the U.S. Senate?
Oh, I ran for office several times. Didn't win, but I did run. And then I'm a songwriter, and then I write my own books. And then I suppose my transparency, I wouldn't lie to the people, and I wouldn't deceive the people like we're being deceived right now. Like,
so that is a dude. He calls himself Ashley Webb, but he is running to replace Graham Plattner on the ticket for Democrat Senate in Maine. So imagine this: a Nazi rapist gets replaced potentially with that. That just tells you the current state of the Democratic Party. But anywho, allegedly, he claims that he has a monthly
this is so good. I'm going to make you say this
situation.
No. You are more mature than this.
A monthly
cycle.
A monthly cycle.
Okay.
A period through his
rectum.
His rectum. Thank you. He allegedly has a monthly situation through his rectum. But I would just like to inform him about cyclospora, the parasite of the Scupsia of the foo-foo, that maybe it's not him having a cycle. Maybe he just had some Taco Bell lettuce, or maybe he had some blueberries or some raspberries or something. I think you have a different situation going on than your monthly period because you are a guy. That's just a hunch on my end. But I do find it funny that Tim Burchett, Representative Tim Burchett, had the same idea. He retweeted and said, I'd stay away from the bottomless taco bar if I was him. Retweeting his monthly period through his rectum. But anywho, I just thought that was quite humorous because this Ashley Webb, now I'm not going to go into specific details because he decided to go further about what he meant.
And I'm so sorry. He disclosed more to us than he would have to his gastroenterologist.
No, it seems like he would freely talk to anybody about this, and it is really, really disgusting.
It's pretty gross.
Yeah, I don't know what's coming out, but it's not very becoming
but
of a southerner or a northerner.
I'm not a GI doctor. I'm not a Chris Shaver, but I would just my hunch would be you have Scupsia of the foo-foo rather than a period,
or you have some other lifestyle issues that are causing you trouble.
Could be that too.
Yes. Look, we
shall
deal
not
in
name
reality
because we are classy.
Yeah, we are sassy and classy.
Are we?
Well, I didn't say mucus.
Okay. Well, now you did. Now you done.
Now you done
did
it.
I didn't say it though.
You done did it. Okay. Well, if you want to know about that story, then you're saying you can just go on and read about that Maine lawmaker.
You can look up Ashley Webb with 2 B's if you want to look into it further. But I'll just say that allegedly, we got another case of the Scupsia of the foo-foo in Maine.
Wow.
But this confused individual.
But it's
thinks it's
isolated
something
to
else.
this
It's isolated.
one
Yeah.
Boy.
Ashley Webb,
boy.
who would never lie to you.
No, or deceive you.
I would never deceive
and
you.
even though
Totally transparent.
he's a walking deception.
Ran for office, but never won. That never won.
Wow. Guys.
If you watch that whole debate, if you want to call it that, it was the most depressing thing.
I agree with you. I had to turn it off because I thought this cannot be real. Is this a Saturday Night Live skit back when Saturday Night Live was funny?
I wanted to just, if I had been there, we would have run up and just thrown glitter. Like it would have helped a little bit. Like you need a little bit of life.
Oh, I like that idea.
Some glitter.
Oh, wow.
I mean, excuse me. I'm trying to find a picture of this Ashley Webb. I mean, look.
Do we have Ashley as a man? Oh, that's Ashley as a man.
Can you use
That
the
is a man.
AIs to make make Ashley's hair go away?
That is a man.
It is a man.
You don't even have to
He's
AI.
got flowers on though.
That doesn't make you a woman.
I know it don't.
That is a man.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow,
basically, it's like
wow.
Ozzy Osbourne, kind of.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ozzy.
Yeah.
He's done dead, didn't he?
Rip.
Okay. All right.
JP, no. Virgil, I got a question.
Yes, ma'am.
What's on your shirt?
Oh, this is Conor McGregor.
Oh, I can't see it.
Oh, it's your dude.
Oh.
It's your dude.
How's his leg?
Not well. I'm still mourning his loss.
But he's alive. Nobody panic. He's alive.
He's alive.
He's the GOAT.
He's alive.
But well, I need to do laundry, so I don't have any like clean nice shirts going
I
on.
understand.
But also, I just want in his mourning or my mourning of his loss, I decided to still honor the GOAT today.
You did it.
Who's the scary person in the back?
What
Who
are you
is that? Like
Oh,
right
back
there.
there?
Yeah, right there. Who is that?
I have no idea.
It looks like some little lost
Looks
child.
like a demon.
It do.
It do.
Well, that's all we got, guys. For that part of the show.
I'm gonna keep refreshing the X's and see if I can find out who's
guys,
making purple
I think
elefunkies.
I think next week we should we do allegedly
Wait.
in an English voice?
Oh, I can't do that.
A British voice? Should we do it in a
Oh, we should.
or should we bring out Madge?
Well, Well, Judy would love to visit the show.
Well, I don't think Madge has visited the show either.
Judy
and
and
I know
Madge.
it sounds awful. I could also do I don't even know, Brittany from Brooklyn. Brittany could come out too.
Hold on. Who was the guest we had on the other day that was literally from Jersey?
Oh, it
She
was,
was so good.
Oh!
And she looked like it too.
Eden? No. Was she from Jersey?
That's a pretty name.
Was it the lady with all the books?
yeah, she
It
was
was.
the book club.
Yeah.
The children love the books.
Give them the books. Anyway, we may debut some other characters that we have in our character closet.
I gotta find out about this.
Okay, wait. So they're disclosing who the affair is with?
George Santos just spills the tea
So
all day.
So you're thinking George is going to spill?
I think George is gonna spill.
I need to know. I don't know these people, but I'm interested. I mean,
He has 243,000 followers on X.
how is that possible?
If he started his own, well, he had a podcast.
James Comer and Jared Moskowitz.
Oh, what?
Wait.
Is this real? I am also looking.
He
on the
posted an hour
Twix.
ago, promises made, promises kept. I told y'all I'd report back as soon as I had more info. I knew it'd be James Comer and Jared Moskowitz.
So
it was too obvious.
So it's two guys.
Yeah, we
Oh,
just had the
brother.
guy.
Mm.
Okay. Well, if it's not true, George Santos, you about to get sued for
Yeah.
some defamation and slander and lots of wrong things.
Well,
Oh, gall.
I'll pull up pictures of these two.
He put a picture together. It looks like they're at a Coldplay concert.
Oh, brother.
James Comer is the big spoon.
So this is Jared Moskowitz.
Okay.
And what was the other guy's name? James Comer.
James Comer.
So have we had ideas? I mean, does either man have a wife?
Yeah, I think they're both married.
Yeah, I think they're
Oh,
both married.
heavenly days.
I think they both married.
He looks a bit gay in this picture.
Who looks gay? Comer?
Mm.
Oh, what? That's just sorry, Nancy.
Sorry, we defamed you, Nancy.
I'm sorry.
I said it with such confidence too.
I apologize.
I'm so sorry. That's
Sorry.
just not the two I was thinking of.
No. Well, do we want to end the show talking about this Randy Weingarten and her it's very similar to the
All the things. It is. They are NEA, NFT,
So
the same.
loud.
So AEA dues go to the NEA, the National Education Association, but the American Federation of Teachers is basically the same thing. And this is Randy Weingarten. It is the largest teachers
I
union
think so.
in the country. JP?
Just together, to vote together, to act together, to bring about change. Real, lasting, life-improving change. That is the power and potential of our movement and of the AFT.
And
Do you
we're
think
going
she-
to Washington, and we're going to Tennessee, and we're going to Mississippi.
Do you think she had a monster
They are
before she went on
insane.
stage?
She's always like that, though.
She is.
Honestly, I could use a little bit of that.
I mean, she is the same one who kept children out of schools and yet sent her during COVID, made everybody wear a mask, but then sent her kids to private schools while everybody else was home. So that's a non-starter with me. But she's the leader of the National Federation of Teachers.
Can you imagine sitting through one of her meetings and having to
No.
listen to that?
No. What would you do if that were you and you were in the meeting? Would you put earbuds in?
I'd probably
Would
start
you-
punching people.
I mean, you just kind of want to go. "Ugh." Just, "Ooh."
Yeah, I don't know. I would say I ate Taco Bell lettuce and just get up on out of there.
I would leave and I would go get Taco Bell. Taco Bell sounds great. I'm going to look into the caloric content and see what's in
You're
their food.
gonna get the explosive diarrhea.
I'm not going to get the explosive diarrhea.
Did y'all see that Fairlife milk now has been contaminated. Somebody got into an unauthorized section and they've had to shut the whole thing down.
Wesley had to stop drinking Fairlife milk because they don't treat their animals well.
Yeah,
that was
they're not
just a
very
rumor.
fair.
But
allegedly,
I know nothing about it. But I stopped buying Fairlife milk. So when you showed me the story, I was like, of course, that's somebody getting back at them for the way they treat their animals. Apparently,
Allegedly.
yeah.
So we can't drink milk.
No,
there's no guardrails anymore.
No, let's just get cheeseburgers.
Don't. Yes, I mean, do. Oh, Larry and the cheeseburger. That's where we started, Abs. Nice work. Where we?
Oh boy.
Oh well.
My cheeseburger.
Is my hair wash?
You are my cheeseburger. My blah blah cheeseburger. All right, JP, help. Okay, so National Federation of Teachers,
Sorry.
They're crazy. They're to be a union. They give 100% of their dues when they support. It's a political, it's a PAC. It's a lobbying organization to Democrats. And these are the people who are in our children's classrooms. And if you've noticed over the couple of years, the people who are in the classrooms are like purple hair. I'm Caesar. Mom and dad, not your friends. Like, that's what they've invited in. She represents all of that. And so is it any wonder that we're in a world of hurt? Is it?
Crazy.
Walking endorsement for school choice.
Thank you.
Homeschooling.
And homeschooling.
Ugh. So I can't imagine following her into battle, which just reminded me. What?
No, I was thinking about following her into battle.
Oh yeah, you haven't talked about.
Have we talked about Young Washington, or did I just?
You haven't. You talked about it off air.
Tell us.
It was so good. We went and saw it last night. Y'all have to go see it. It was so good. It's not a cheesy Christian movie. It was the acting was so good. The story was so good. I hope they make more. You'll learn a lot. Like, I didn't want it to end. It was so good.
Oh wow, that is.
And it wasn't a bunch of old people.
Which is why JP liked it. No. Oh, you're saying there wasn't a bunch of old people in the theater.
Yeah.
Theater.
Okay.
Was there a lot of people in the theater?
I mean, more than I thought. When we first bought our tickets, there was not one other ticket sold. So I had very low expectations. But when we went in, I mean, there was a fair enough for was it Monday?
Mm-hmm.
Monday night. Yeah.
Who went?
Me and Jared and Collins.
I'm so impressed.
And it was just, yeah, I haven't been to a movie that I really would rave about in a long time.
Okay, we'll go.
I would go see it again. It was good. And they balanced kind of the reality and the gore, the bloodiness of war, and but they just did a good job. It wasn't too much, but it got across the point of like the conditions they had to fight in. I mean, I don't know. I thought it was great.
Yeah,
go see it. Good. Go see it. It's worth it.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah. And go to Americans for Prosperity, Alabama, and see if there's a free screening near you that's not sold out. Unfortunately,
there's still some left.
The ones in Birmingham are sold out, but there's many more across the state.
Because we're patriotic that way.
I think they're all Sundays at 2. So you have time. Go see it for free.
Thanks, Sinclair.
This is a good would you rather. Would you rather explore outer space or explore the deepest parts of the ocean?
Outer space.
Outer space.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you ocean?
I'll probably lean outer space, but it's not as easy of a decision for me. Think about the parts of the ocean that are unexplored and what is down there.
Terrifying. There are all those little
No. That's an immediate no. I saw that movie where the guy, he went down to work on some kind of oil rig or something underneath.
You get stuck.
And his breathing apparatus
got
kinked and he died and then was brought back to no. And he was down on the floor of the ocean. No, I'm not going.
For some reason, I think if something went wrong floating, I mean, it wouldn't be because you would die, but floating sounds a lot better than just drowning.
Yeah, it's true. You just would fall asleep in space or freeze to death. Versus
space could implode you though.
But you wouldn't know it.
Just like the ocean.
Of course, you could implode in the ocean.
Yeah, I mean, you can. It's the same pressure situation.
Remember that
Yeah, the
Titanic,
Titanic submarine.
thing?
Awful.
Well, this was a dandy to end on.
But on a positive note, we'll be back tomorrow.
See y'all then.